Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Eagles offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So frustrating to see. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Safe little shovel pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. Get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Back to pass, it's Pine. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Handoff. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Got a little space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The pull and throw off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to pass, it's Pine. Flips it out on the screen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Look out, he's got room. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
At the 42. 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hogan. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Trying play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, BG! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Quarterback will keep it. Keeps it and gets past the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
Eastern Michigan.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Pine. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. From the gun, give on the inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He rifles one deep down the right side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And a 1st down.
On the run, it's McMillan. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike through the air for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
21, Bowling Green, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Pine. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yards on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Here's the return. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Punt is on its way. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Falcons send out the punt unit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Looking to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Inside the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. caught behind the line. It's Harris. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Eagles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Bowling Green, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Pine. Bringing the heat. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Wheeler. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Wheeler. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They are up by 24 over LSU.
The give to the back.
Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed in the middle, it's Garcia. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second down coming up.
Looking for a man, it's Pine. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Hogan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Middleton.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Hogan. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll run it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
To kick this one away.
Find some fresh air.
The returner brings it out to the 40.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. To the air, it's Pine. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back on the option to give. Quick spin on the ride. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Eagles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Young. He's got him this time. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, the running back has it. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 9 over Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Young. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grab behind the line. It's Wheeler. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.